you know, vehicles for me, they all serve a different purpose. For instance, I've got the old F-250 as a work truck. That's all it's going to be for me. Hauling stuff, doing dirty jobs. You know, got the Fusion. It's basically an all-around great car. And then, you know, the BMW. Great summer car, fun project to work on. And then the new F-250 here behind me did kind of everything all in one. It's a nice daily, looks good, pulls its own weight. One thing about the nicer vehicles is, for me, I like everything to be nice on them. As soon as one thing pops out that isn't nice, I like to get that taken care of. And in this case, the running boards are terrible on this thing. So that's what we're gonna tackle today. Got some new running boards from Amazon. We're gonna get these ugly, nasty peeling paint things off of here. Alright, so like I said, these are from Amazon. For my application here on the F-250 or an F-150, they come in the option of black or chrome. For this truck I wanted black. Let's see how these bad boys look. The brackets are gloss black powder coat. Mounting hardware and instructions. And here are the running boards. Alright, aluminum construction here, and then got a composite step. A little lower profile looking from the side, but it gives you a wider step, so from the top. So far they look good, so I'm going to say the first order of business is getting these old ones off and out of here. So that's what I'm going to work on next. Woo! Dirt! That's dirty. So after you take your stock running boards off, if you have stock running boards, super easy, because then you can see exactly how they bolt up. So my stock Ford running boards were held on by two brackets, one in the front, one in the rear. This kit specifically gives you 3 brackets for each side, 6 total. And there are 3 spots on each side of this truck to put this. So it's more, I think, added support for the driver getting in constantly, you know what I mean? Just to prevent excessive wear and tear. And then these brackets are just a single piece of steel as well. The stock Ford brackets are bent in a U shape to give it more durability. So maybe that's where they throw in 3. I don't know. But I'm going to put in all 3 just for added peace of mind, because, you know, I don't weigh 100 pounds or, you know. So anyway, but that's what we're going to do first. So this guy slides onto the studs under the truck, and then you slide on a washer, then a lock washer, and then your nut. So I'll show you that from underneath. Let's get down there. So as you can see, there's the first mount, second mount, and third mounting location right down there. And like I said, super simple. Each one of these locations, take this feller, slide it on there, and then we'll put washer, lock washer, and nut on each one of these. So let's start off with the first one here. There, now I can see what I'm doing. All right, let's check it out. Alright, so, and there are only 3 studs, not 4. So, your washers, and then your lock washers. Probably could have started one first, but hey. And then finally, your nuts. All right. This is going to move around. You don't really need it in any spot because you can adjust the running board once it's on here. So, important thing that you want is they'll just be on there. It'll be good. Tighten them down. And yes, of course, you can just use a good old traditional box wrench, combination wrench, ratchet, whatever you want. Mine here are 13 mils. There. Let's tighten them up. And I'll go do that for the other 2 on this side. There, as you can see, I have all 3 of them done and tightened up. So there's the rear, middle one, and the front. So there's the rear, the middle, and the front. Next, running board. So the running board here has 6 bolts in it. So what you want to do is loosen these up, and the instructions say to take them off. Set the running board on here, line up the nut that is in the slide, and then throw the bolts in through the bottom, tighten them up. Now I did notice that this first notch is open. This slot here for one of the bolts is open. So you could loosen it up on here and then slide it on, but I think it's going to be easier, like the instructions say, take these right out, line up the bolts on the slide with each slot, nuts. Line up the nuts in the slide with each slot, throw the bolts through, and you're good. So let's try it. Oh, it dropped it down in there. Goodness. There we go. Good now. Now at first glance, I'm going to tell you that these running boards are higher than my other ones. So this is an unbiased review, and this truck is already pretty tall, but these sit higher. So it's going to be more of a step for me, but getting out may be a little better. I don't know. But they are tucked more. I can tell that they appear more tucked than the stock, so they might just have a better overall look. So just fit them on there to where it looks good, you know what I mean? So open your door, figure you're going to step here. Remember the back door. You know, you want everything to be where it should be before you throw these bolts in and tighten them up. You can throw these bolts in and leave them loose. Slide it around, tighten it up. But just make sure you got it where you want it. to me that looks pretty good. Now, first thing you got to do is find your nuts, which when I put this on slid all the way down here. So we'll get them, push them down, and then make sure you got all three of them. Which one's caught up in here. So be careful when you move this thing around because you'll lose them up in here. So I gotta take a second and slide this back down while I hold these ones so I don't lose them. So a huge warning to y'all when you're installing these. Don't let these little guys slide into the end, okay? My suggestion is that you flip this over on the running board, over on the brackets, and then pull these bolts out, adjust, and then put them back in. What happened is this slid out to the end here, got out, made its way out. I could not get it back in. I tried everything I could with a magnet and trying to push it back in here in the end, but I'm like, forget it. So I drilled out these two rivets so I can slide these guys back in there, and now it'll be good again. And then I can put this back on. I mean, no big deal to me. I got a rivet gun. So I'll just put these back in, pop a couple more rivets in it, and be done with it. But just save yourself some time. Don't let these guys get away from you, or else this will be what you're doing. All right, let's get this done. Now that we're back under here, you can see your nut up here. So what we want to do, we're going to push this thing all the way over here to the bracket. Then life of a vlogger, doing stuff one-handed. All right, then you take your washer and your bolt, and then you start it. There she goes. Okay, just snug. You want to be able to slide this thing around and get it to where you want it before you do any tightening. So let's get this one. This thing's going to appear to be pretty adjustable. Because if you notice, you got plenty of room to adjust this. That's why I said adjustable. Alright, so let's get the other ones on, and then I'll check back in with you. Alright, as you can see, I've got all 6 bolts in. There, and down there. Now it's time to adjust this. Now we can adjust it in and out. Let's look at it from this side. So, out, if you want it out or in. It's not much, but now right now, as you can tell, I'm pretty far back. So I want to scoot this thing up. And you can loosen them bolts up to make this a whole lot easier. But I'm going to look back and I'm going to go, all right, door handle and up front looks pretty good too. Maybe just a touch, maybe slide it just a touch back. Yeah, maybe there. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, it looks good. And then I'm going to push mine all the way in for a more low profile look. I think that'll do good. So I'm going to push it back, tighten these guys up. Oh yeah. Definitely want to snug them up. Alright, I will get done with the rest of them. Okay guys, there they are. Well, there's one of them, the other one's on the other side. So, super simple to install. Nothing to it. It took me, I don't know, 30 minutes, and that's including pulling the other one off and then taking the other one apart because of the dumb stuff I did. But take it from me, put the brackets on first, listen to me and you won't have a problem, okay? brackets first, then flip the running board over, put it on there, and then pull your bolts out of the bottom, put them in one at a time to the brackets. Then you won't lose them in the end like I did, which is no big deal for me because I got a rivet gun and a drill and it was no big deal. But save yourself some time, don't do what I did. So the second one was super easy. I flipped it over on there, one bolt at a time. So show you the bottom there. That's how each bracket is. That's it. I like the lower profile look. Plus they're new and they're clean, man. I mean, they look a lot better than the junk ones that I took off of there. But yeah, it looks good. Yeah, with the black wheels, looks super good. Super good. And super inexpensive, guys. These are less than $200. Can't beat it. You can't really beat it. Fords, I don't know how much these are, but like my issue with these, the paint's peeling on them, you know, and they're big. These are lower profile. And then, so yes, they are higher. So let me demonstrate to you what I'm talking about here. I'm gonna get them all dirty because I got my boots on. So this is the last time you see them clean, but getting in the vehicle, a little bit of a step, but my biggest thing is the steps right there now. So getting out, I basically just turn, put my foot down, lift myself up, and I can do that while still maneuvering from the seat. So they are higher, which scared me at first, but it helps me getting out, so plus for me. All right, like I said, link is in the description below. Can't go wrong with these things. Extremely affordable, extremely easy to put on. Yeah, don't know what else to say besides well worth the money, and they look good. These actually, they look really good on it. Yeah, I like them. So anyway, my old running boards, if you're local to me, I will not ship these, but if you're local, 50 bucks. Takes them. First 50 bucks. DM me on Instagram if you want them. Yeah, anyway, like I said before, link in the description below for the Amazon link for these running boards, and these will fit the Super Duties and the F-150s. So yeah, just because I put them on a F-250 doesn't mean they don't fit your F-150, because a lot of stuff is interchangeable between these, and these are one of them. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So many of you watch my videos and are not subscribed, so just help me out, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and leave me a comment below if you have any questions. Till we meet again, guys. Later.